So yeah, you guys can read the title and thumbnail, but Type Soul should be coming out relatively soon. Basically, inside the Discord, they said they're doing no more weekly checkups, which basically every single week they were telling us, what's going on within the game, development, progression, and things like that. They said there is no more of those until release is officially out. You guys can see right here by this announcement, they said no more weekly checkups until release comes out. If there's an important announcement or obviously the release date, it will be pinged for. So they basically said the next time that they are going to ping is going to be either an important announcement or the release date. So that important announcement would probably be them delaying or something like that, or something else. I don't know. But basically, more than likely, the next ping that we get will be the actual release date. And they said no more weekly checkups. They said we had a dev meeting yesterday, and most of the things that needed to be added is already like nearly done or basically done. They're just polishing some stuff that needs to be finished. This does not change anything whatsoever. I just do not want to post or leak anything else about the update. So they're still like hiding a lot about the update, but basically most of it is done. Most of it is done or almost done, and they're kind of just polishing, doing final changes and things like that. Now, how long, in my opinion, do I think we'll have to wait? Realistically, right? Obviously, I can be delusional and say like, oh, next week. No, they probably would have said the release date. Realistically, probably a month, maybe a month and a half. I don't see them doing anything longer than that, really, unless if there's an issue within the dev team, an issue within progression of the update, and just basically everything like that. Unless if there's an actual serious issue, like something broke or something like that, I don't really see them taking longer than a month and a half. Because last time they said soon was around, I forgot when I know the update came out like October 4th or something, and it was about like 3 weeks before that they said the game will like roll out and do things like that. But yeah, just know the game is gonna be soon, right? The wait is basically finally over. They also said don't expect the game to really ever close for this long, ever again. They said more than likely, major updates, the game will need to be closed because that's just how it works, I guess. I don't really think necessarily, just from other devs that I know in other games that everyone plays, the game doesn't have to be closed. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. But just basically, the game will never be closed for this long again. He said after this update, it shouldn't happen again where the game is actually closed. We already started doing a lot of testing for Hell. Most of the purge, or most of the group got purged by Chaotic, so they're planning on re-accepting people who deserve it. And if you're a content creator, you'll be able to make content on the game early, before the game opens and things like that. It will be limited, but preparation videos can be made. And then he sent some sneak, but honestly, I'm not going to show this because epilepsy warning. Low-key, even this shit had me cooked, and I don't even have epilepsy. So, yeah. He got that. I don't know why he would sneak this. Let me just show it. You guys see, it's literally just flashing lights. And then he just does a disclaimer and things like that. We did get this sneak, which looks insane. I'm not gonna lie. I have never seen this before, and this does actually look kind of crazy. I don't know what this is for. Obviously, it's some part of Hell, because you guys can see there's all these things. Maybe this is Ring 3. I don't know. But basically, I do want to go over these badges, but I'll talk about that a little bit later. But yeah, I made a video before. You guys probably saw all these sneaks already if you're in the Discord or things like that. But this is the newest sneak, and this does actually look pretty crazy, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, basically that's everything that they've said so far. So we are getting no more weekly checkups at all until the game is basically coming out. Obviously we'll get a release date at some point, and maybe a ping saying the game got delayed or something like that, if that does end up happening. But as far as we know, the next time the server gets pinged or the next announcement or anything like that will basically be the release date, and then the game will come out. Now, as far as when he's going to let content creators in or anything like that, obviously I don't know, because I'm banned on 30 accounts. So I 100% will not be partaking in that early recording unless if I get unbanned. He said he'll talk to Chaotic about it. I'm not gonna have my hopes up though. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, basically, the game will come out soon. It will have a lot of stuff in it. As far as what's going to be in the update, like what we 100% know, is obviously hell. There's gonna be true modes. There's gonna be Fullbringer, a lot of reworks, some new game modes. I know Clan Wars is getting rewritten again. I think Ranked might be. I don't know 100% sure though. Some reworks are happening. Just a lot of stuff is getting added. Things like that. I'm assuming new weapons, new elements, element reworks, weapon reworks. Hopefully Scythe will get reworked, and just a lot of other stuff. Like, there's so much coming to the game inside this update that nobody really knows everything that's coming. If you go through sneaks, obviously you can see a lot of it, but just know a lot is coming. True modes. The main important things as far as content wise will be the true modes coming to the game. The Fullbringers, that's a whole new race to Prague, so that will be kind of crazy. And then obviously Hellverse, dungeons, all of that should be coming out in the update. So definitely a lot of content will be added. And then, reworks, things like that as well. I have no idea what they're doing as far as Hakata, because I know they had Legacy Hakata in the game last time. I don't know. I don't know if you can choose one or the other. I have no idea what they're doing as far as that goes. But yeah, just know basically they're doing a lot for the game and just things like that. But yeah, as far as the badges, right? As far as the badges do go, let me boot this up real quick. Okay, obviously this badge cannot be won anymore because this was a Halloween event, unless if they bring back the same one, but it would be a different year. But this is it. Conquer the Abyssal Feline. This might be, because you guys can see 29 have been won. So I don't know what this is. Obviously it's a new type of boss. Same with the weakened gate guard. This is more than likely something that you have to beat to get into the highway, which this is the bridge to get into hell. But as far as this goes, I have no idea what this is or this. Maybe it's 2 bosses you have to beat to get into hell. I have no idea. Then we have the highway. This is basically the in-between from the normal realm to hell. They've already said that a few times. Then we have Ring 1, Ring 2, and Ring 3. So it seems like hell is going to have 3 layers, which is kind of crazy. I'm not going to lie. The storm is approaching. I don't know what this is. I do think they sneaked a chair or something at the top of a mountain. So that might be like if you beat all the rings, there's a chair or something at the end where you get rewards or something. I have no idea personally what this is. Obviously, it could mean 1,000 things. I know that they already have a lot of Devil May Cry stuff inside the game, but this has never been one. Nobody's ever done this, so I have no idea. Worthy, you are the exception. Looks like some Excalibur and a rock type thing. I have no idea. Light of Truth, no idea. Shadow of Doubt, once again, no idea. These are probably 2 different paths that you can take or something. Not Worthy, just the opposite of Worthy. Locate the library, boom. Soul Wars, so Soul Wars is going to be a thing. Looks like some Destiny 2 shit. Why are we having headset kills? Whatever. Another new boss. Encounter the Trifecta Prophets. Meet him. The Power of My Fist. Yo, how many new bosses is there? April 1st release. I didn't even get that shit. Trials. 100 trials. 200 trials. No idea. Purgatory. Once again, no idea. There's a bunch of shit in the badges. Obviously, you guys can have your own theories on basically all of them. I have no idea what any of them mean. I'm not gonna lie. The game, you guys can see there's already someone playing it like right now. As far as how many testers they have, that's basically it. So 250. Well, no, they probably just have these 27. So these are basically the testers right now. But yeah, hopefully it'll come out soon. Hopefully we don't have to wait that much longer. I don't think we really will, because like I said, in the announcements, they literally said the next time they announce anything, it will be the release date or any other type of super important announcement. So the game should be coming out soon. There's going to be a lot of stuff added. You guys can go through the sneaks. If you're not banned, which I know like half of the community is banned, but just know they sneaked the Lab Ride, they sneaked a lot of other stuff. A lot of stuff is coming to the game. This is part of Hell. Hell is coming to the game. Dungeons is coming. Just a lot of stuff is coming. So trying to be ready for that. because Type Soul is coming back fairly soon. I would say, like I said, no way it's more than like a month and a half, 2 months. I would be surprised if it even takes longer than a month, because a month from now, it's going to be June. People are going to be out of school, and they are going to want Type Soul out. 100%. That the only reason why I could see why they, like, the game is probably done right now. They're just doing some last minute polishes and waiting for summer to hit so the game can be at its peak. Because if you haven't noticed, every single time Type Soul is at its peak is during summer, and they probably know that themselves, and they are going to release it. The fact that we have to play Type Soul 3 summers in a row is a little crazy, though. Because 2023 summer, it was Type Soul. 2024 summer, it was Type Soul. Now we're 2025 summer, and it's going to be Type Soul again. This is a little crazy. Relics will be dropping after that. Hopefully they're like back to back. Type Soul is out. It has its run. It dies. Relics drops the next week, and we all live happily ever after. But we all know that shit's probably not happening. You guys can leave your own thoughts inside the comments or anything like that. I might have another video out today. I might stream today. I don't really know what the plan is, but just know Type Soul will be coming out pretty soon.